to eat? No, it's not time. You just ate.
How happy do videos like this make you? Pets can be a real mood booster, especially cats and dogs, and research backs it up. Being a pet parent can improve mental health and help people feel less alone. In a study by the Human Animal Bond Research Institute, 85% of those surveyed agree pets reduce loneliness. While research by the animal welfare charity Blue Cross suggests 43% of respondents believe their pets are crucial to keeping their mental health in check. And the type of pet doesn't seem to matter. From cats and dogs to goats, fish, or even snakes. The owners make fewer visits to the doctor and sleep more soundly. Some studies even suggest pets can lower blood pressure in stressful situations. Just interacting with animals on a regular basis improves the performance of simple cognitive tasks, like learning a language and expanding children's vocabulary. It can even increase levels of serotonin and dopamine, the chemicals that trigger feelings of happiness and pleasure. So what actually causes these therapeutic effects? Well, reports show there are several possibilities. The first is companionship, being able to identify another being as important and significant, similar to the bond a mother forms with her child. It gives you a sense of belonging and purpose. Secondly, pets act as social catalysts, so they often help initiate conversation with others. These factors may be particularly important for those at risk of isolation, like the elderly. And this is under normal circumstances. Under lockdown, pets are proving a lifesaver for many, providing companionship, consistency, responsibility, and of course, joy. Those without pets are seeing lockdown as the perfect opportunity to bring one home, as many charities have reported huge increases in fostering and adoptions. But animal welfare groups are reminding people that a pet is for life, not just for lockdown. For now, most are relishing their owner's extra time and attention, however that's expressed.
Obviously, we have sensed that animals were important to us forever. For a long time. Long before any scientific studies, there were, stories and anecdotal reports that animals were very, very important. It's part of literature for 100 years. Many years ago when I was at the University of Pennsylvania, we were interviewing people with or without animals, how would they talk to us and so on. And we made the interesting observation that when the animal is present or when they were talking to their animal, they looked more relaxed. They would talk quieter, they would smile more, less of an eyebrow ridge. So then we started taking their blood pressure. And sure enough, when people interact with an animal in any kind of friendly way, there is a relaxation response. They actually have a drop in blood pressure. And so I've been looking at, okay, why would you expect such a response? Well, and it turns out that there are probably three major issues. One, all people, all cultures seem to have an affinity towards nature. That is, since we ourselves are animals and evolved in nature, we have incorporated as part of natural selection an appreciation of nature. And basically our pets are nature on demand. Another interesting thing when you domestication is nothing more than keep selecting for tameness. One of the consequences of tameness is you retain juvenile qualities. All of our domestic animals and our favorite animals actually have a lot of that infant releaser. And so there's a dedication to the animal already. And then what's wonderful is that we are so attracted to some of our animals, a dog would be a very good example, is that we have such attachment that we start searching for what's the best description. And we use the metaphor, it's a member of the family. And so once you're taken in to be as a member of the family, you have some other wonderful possible health consequences. For instance, you're less lonely. We find encouragement in touch and contact. Well, when you pet a dog or a cat in a nice, relaxed way, you have that same social relaxation. And one of the things that we do with each other that's so very important is it allows us to stay in the present by talking with each other now, by doing things together, playing cards, walking together. You stay in the present. And if you're in the present, you're more relaxed. Much of anxiety is bemoaning the past and worrying about the future. If you stay in the present, you do much better. And animals just do that as well.